Hi Nikki, how's it going?
It's going well. How are you?
Oh, not too bad. Thanks for agreeing to see me today.
Yeah, no problem.
So is it still okay if we take a few minutes, about 5 to 10 minutes, just to recap some of the things we were talking about last time?
Oh, for sure.
Excellent, thank you so much. So let's get right down to it, I guess. I just want to make sure something's still the same as it was last time. Last time you were saying one of the big issues for you was that the site was really disorganized in the way that there's lots of dead links, extra pages that are kind of redundant for products, and just kind of generally hard to follow, the data overload and all that. Is that still the case for you?
It is, yeah, definitely.
Okay. So let me just ask you a few questions then. What effects have been shown on your blogs and your Facebook, and even face-to-face or email, like customer feedback?
Well, the feedback we've been getting is that our site is super unorganized and that there's just too much information on it, there's too many pages, and that customers are having a hard time following it. And we want to somehow figure out a way to make it easier for them to actually view the pages and find what they're looking for.
So when the customers are having these difficulties, how does that affect the employees then?
Well, sometimes the customers will come in and actually mention the employees, and they can't really say much because obviously the employees aren't the ones that are in charge of the website.
That's right.
So there's nothing they can do but pass on the information. So it's not really their job to try and take that on. We need a better system for customers to actually be able to tell them, we have a problem with this, something needs to be done about it, rather than bugging our baristas.
Yeah. And are they getting bugged?
They are a little bit. Like, they won't show it to the customer, but we get that feedback from them as well.
I hear you. Also, it's a pretty big website, and you've expanded quite a bit since you first started on the website, that is. The bandwidth is much larger. How's that affected the costs?
Well, the more pages we have, obviously, the more bandwidth we're using, which is increasing our costs. And if we could simplify it and cut costs, that would be beneficial to us as well.
Since the second big change you did in your website and you upgraded to all the product pages, what percentage of the cost on your budget there went to upgrading that?
It took about 5 to 10% actually.
Okay, yeah. Of the budget. So with all this money being spent, and you said it's an issue for you because of those reasons, how's that affecting your competitive position against people like Starbucks and Vino in the world, even the other local ones?
I mean, it's definitely affecting us because those competitors do have better websites than we do, and so people can find it and they prefer to go there where they're aware of all the information about the products and that sort of thing. Whereas with ours, it's a little bit harder to find, and with the increased cost, we can't spend the time, fixing up our locations or other things that would actually improve the customer's experience.
So what would it mean for you if you could save 5 to 10% on your website cost?
It would be huge, because we could use that money in other areas. That would be much better for us.
And also, how would it feel for you if all these employees had all that weight off their back because they could do their job without being hounded about health questions and location questions and stuff like that you mentioned last time?
It would be great. I'm sure it would take a little bit of the pressure off of them. They'd feel less stressed and probably, enjoy coming to work more than they do now.
Well, if I were to be able to tell you that we, on our website at ABC Company, we are able to give you a smaller website with more honed-in information on things like you said, health is very important. So that would save you all those costs rather. And also, if it was able to, get your employees back onto their own track, would you be interested in looking into something like that?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I have a contract here actually, and it outlines everything you've told me today, and it would definitely provide the solutions that you need